Guess who's joining Art Fight this year? I am. I actually almost did last year, but the website was like very confusing and I think I didn't have enough character art or designs, so I just did it. But I think it was mostly the website though. I didn't know what I was doing. And to be honest, this year too, the website was like, it was a little bit weird at first, but once I started actually doing stuff, I got the hang of it and now it's like very, very easy. I put almost every single important character in my profile. I think I have like 17 right now. I was surprised to find that most people only have like 2 or 3 characters on their profile. That, I don't know why, that just surprised me a lot. But yeah, I have 17. I still need to add Amaiko, Blue, Kana, and Kotsuka. I have Amaiko and Blue's like reference sheets ready, except I just don't want to post them. I don't want to have to write their descriptions and stuff. And Kana and Kotsuka, it's not as needed for them to be there, but I would like to add them. Then after that, maybe next year, or maybe this year, I'll add Guizhong and Cielo, Ganwa's 2 other siblings that I didn't add. I already added Shising and Aina. Bro, what is that name? Because I already had stuff for them, so it was easy to add them, but Guizhong and Cielo, these are like the only pictures I have. Guizhong, honestly, her design would say probably very similar, and Cielo is very bad. I gotta really, really badly change that one. It's terrible, and gosh, I hate it. I hate it. It's so bad. But yeah, Maiko and Blue should be easy. I'll probably add them eventually, but I don't want to right now. And the only reason I didn't before is because they were on my computer, because they're Vroid models, and I didn't want to go on my computer to get pictures of them. I already did Ai and Candy while I was doing their comic poses, so it was just like super easy and fast, and it was just like a couple extra pictures, which were super easy because I didn't even have to pose them. But Amaiko and Blue, I didn't have to do them because they were not in the part of the comic at the time, so they're just not there yet. But every other character is there from that story, I think. Yeah, anyway, that took a really long time to get them all there. It took so dang long. So please attack me in Art Fight. Guys, please attack me in Art Fight. Please, guys. I actually already got 2 attacks though. Like, I'm pretty content. Yes, I already, yeah. I already got 2 and I love them so much, and I'll show them in my next video probably. And I already know some characters that I will add next year. If I don't add the ones that I just said here, I still have other ones from other stuff that I could add. So in all of their descriptions, I added like the relationships between characters so that people could draw them together. But that actually made me realize something interesting about Amaiko. So Amaiko is like one of the main characters in her story. She's one of the most important ones. Except something weird that I realized is that when I was writing down the relationships, Amaiko appeared in like none of them except for like I and like a bit Rhiannon, which is weird because she's one of the main characters. And then that made me realize it's just because she doesn't really talk to the characters that aren't real people. She doesn't like she only talks to the real people, which, because she knows what's going on. She knows, like, she just looks at things as how it is, and I don't know how to, because in that world, that story, most of the characters are not real people. They're just kind of characters in Rhiannon's dream, meaning that they're not real. So Amaiko doesn't actually talk to them because, plot twist, she's actually an angel. So that's cool. I don't know if I explained that very good, but, and also it helped solidify my stories a bit, like specifically the Ganwa story, which doesn't have a name. None of my stories have a name except for the cricket one. I feel like I'll just call it like Red Root or something because it works. It actually helps to have like all of my characters and their descriptions and their stories and everything and a bunch of pictures of them all in like one place, because it helps like solidify the stories a bit more, because some of them, especially with this one with Ganwa in it, that story is like not all over the place necessarily, but like it's more like I have like the characters are all like very good, they're very solid, but the actual plot, I don't know what I have ideas of things that could happen in my head, and I know like what is sort of going on here and there, and a very vague timeline. Like I didn't know if like up until now I didn't know if the past was like, okay, no, I didn't know like how long like Ganwa and her siblings existed for and how long ago everything happened, except I'm thinking I don't know, because like it's very like tricky, because yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but basically, like, you know when there's like immortal characters or like just characters that don't age and you want them to have like a romance? It's like so weird because like I don't know how to make it, like I don't know, it's like hard. The timeline here, it has to work, and I don't know like how old I want like everyone to be. I don't know the timeline. That's honestly the biggest thing that I have to figure out now. Once I have the timeline figured out, I feel like since the characters are solid and the timeline would be solid, everything would just fall into place super easily and the story would write itself. Yeah. Anyway, I have a lot of characters. I have males, I have females, like mostly females. I have like 3 guys. I will actually go check how many dudes I have. Yeah, I only have 4 guys out of 17 characters. Next year I'm gonna add more though. I really need to like balance out my characters. There's way more girls than there is guys. At least, okay, no. It kind of makes sense though, because one of the stories with, you know, the one with Ganwa and stuff, their world is a matriarchy, so that's my excuse there. You know, the story would revolve around whoever is kind of in power ish. So it would make sense if most of the characters are females, if it's a matriarchy. Yep, that's my excuse with that one. And then with the other one, it just makes sense because there's really only like 4 real people in that story. Well, there's 2 girls, there's 1 angel and 1 demon. The demon isn't really like, he's very important to the story, but he's not really like in it that much, and you don't realize how important he is till the end. If I'm getting off track, I feel like this is not very much about art fight anymore, and this is a lot more just about my characters. I was supposed to post this video on the 5th, which is today. Oops. I'll try to post it by maybe the 7th. Getting my videos out late because, you know, if you get -2 subscribers in the last 28 days, you kind of lose motivation a bit. But that doesn't mean I'm quitting. Just because I lose motivation does not mean I'm gonna quit. I'm still gonna force myself to make videos. Anyway, I think you guys should attack me in art fight because I have lots of characters. I have guys, girls, mostly girls. I have magical fantasy designs, and I have more like regular grounded ones. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting to put these 2 in there, bro. Next year I will. So that's another guy added to the list. Oh my goodness, I love these 2 so much, guys. This story is very good. I don't really know exactly how I know the beginning and I know the end, and I know sorta in the middle-ish what might happen, but yeah, this is like a very undeveloped story. But I love these 2 characters so much. They're so oh, and maybe once the story is developed more, this guy may or may not be in it. So that's another guy. I really need more guys. No, honestly though, I also need more people with like more skin variation, because most of my characters, in case you didn't notice, they all have light skin, and I need to fix that. I have a lot of characters. You know, I have good guys, I have bad guys, I have cute girls, and I have bad girls, and I have siblings, and anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I was gonna not show you guys my attacks that I made so far, but like, you know, just to leave it for the next video, except if I'm being real, I already made so many. I think I made, let me check. Pretty sure I made 9, except 2 of them have 3 characters in it. I think I'll show. There will still be plenty for my next video. Every night I do a little picture in this little sketchbook I have beside my bed, and I write something. It's kind of like a sketchbook diary, I guess. So that is where 3 of these attacks came from. So this first one is a salad fish. That's right. Very simple. It took me like 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute. I don't know. It was very easy, very simple. And then I decided to make a second one. So here is Vala. I quite like this one actually. I almost did polish for this one because I feel like it's a really nice traditional drawing, and I don't usually do traditional. Yeah. Also, she's supposed to be Gyaru, and you know how they have like the highlights on them usually? This character had highlights, and like her lips were supposed to be like lighter than her skin, except, you know, that was very difficult to do. I tried, but it's hard to make it lighter than her skin, so. But I still feel like this is very good, and I almost gave it the polish button just because, like, even though this didn't take probably more than like 20 minutes, maybe 15, I don't know. Even though this didn't take more than like 15 to 30, I don't know. It's between like 15 to 30-ish, if I had to guess. I could have done polish just because I really like it, and then this one, Lynetta, very like out of my comfort zone, so I did polish for this one. Even though I feel like it's not my best, it's still definitely like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I'm glad that I did it. I don't think it looks the best, but I know it is like good for me, because obviously if I do something that I don't usually do, I'm not going to be very good at it. I don't know how to explain it, you know? I don't know if I can explain this one, but anyway, I really love the character. She has like the coolest hair I've ever seen on a character, and her design is just really cool and pretty, and I love it. And then this one was Nico. I just wanted to try something different. This is the character. I really love this person's art style. She asked me to draw her characters a while ago, and I didn't forget. I promise I didn't forget. I just had stuff, like I had video ideas, because I save those for like when I don't know what to do. Okay, I didn't forget, I promise. Miko is my favorite, by the way. And then I did this mass attack, I believe it's called, of Naruto OCs. Whoa! I might draw this girl again in the middle because I really love her design. It's so cute, but unfortunately you can't really see her design that clearly in this picture. I still love how I drew her in this picture. She looks so cute and happy. They're all very good characters. I love them. They're pretty cool. It's done over a picture of my siblings and cousin. I just realized they're kind of just all gender swapped. The girl is a guy, and the 2 girls were originally my brothers. And then this was another bedtime doodle. Do not read the description of this one. I don't know why why I was just kind of tweaking out. It was a thunderstorm and it was like 2 a.m. You can see if you click on it, it says like dog is 2:16. There's more written under that because like I said, it's like a sketchbook diary sort of thing. And then this one, oh my goodness, guess how long this one took? This one only took like an hour and like 3 minutes. I mean 30, not an hour and 3, an hour and 30 minutes. This took not long at all, which is why I didn't make it be polished. They're all shrine maidens, by the way. That's the connection here. I really love doing mass attacks. I want to do one where I draw like somebody else's characters, a few of their characters together, you know. So I almost did it with this one, with this alien. I did this one yesterday. It was very, very quick. I think it only took me like about 15 minutes, but I just really wanted to draw this guy because he's very, very cute. And he also has like 2 other alien friends, and I was gonna draw all 3 of them together, but then I just changed my mind. I might still. I probably won't though, but like they're very cute. I love him. And then this one I made before the alien one. But yeah, this is Emmy. Woo! I love her. Oh my goodness, I love her. She's so cool and I love her. I love this picture. I love it. It's a very ooh, I quite like it. Yeah, this one is for sure polish. I almost didn't just because I feel like it didn't take that long to make, except it's like really good, I feel like. For me, it's good for me. You know, something about the background feels a bit lacking, but I don't really know like what would I add? I wanted it to be a clear sky, you know? I almost added like a sail in the back, but I don't really know like what. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, that is all I believe. Next video, I'm gonna show everything, I tell you. It's gonna just be me making attacks and such. My next 2 videos are probably gonna be about art fight. The next one is gonna be like, this was supposed to be me like pre-art fight, but clearly that's not what happened. Yeah, so this was all in the first 5 days. I would have done more if I didn't have my comic to do, but I gotta do like 2 hours a day, guys. Okay, anyway, I probably won't do any attacks today, but tomorrow I probably will. That's right, guys. Anyway, that's all. Bye-bye.